What's up everybody, we're back with another exotic weapons and catalyst video, and this one is on the Quicksilver Storm exotic auto rifle, which pre-catalyst is a kinetic weapon, so it's in your primary weapon slot. We'll get into that change here in a bit. Now as for these perks, the first one is corkscrew rifling. It is a balanced barrel that slightly increases range and stability and slightly increases the handling speed. The second perk is high caliber rounds. Shots fired from this weapon knock the target back further, and it slightly increases the range. The origin trait is Grenade Chaser. Landing multiple rockets loads a grenade, and then long pressing the reload will switch this auto rifle into a grenade launcher. So this weapon is actually kind of three weapons in one. It is primarily an auto rifle, but as you're firing the auto rifle, it shoots off rockets, which we'll get into that here in a bit in the intrinsic trait, and when you land the rockets, it loads grenades up to 3, and you can switch the auto rifle into a grenade launcher to shoot those grenades. And those grenades are actually really powerful, by the way. But it makes this such a fun and powerful weapon to use, and it's just a primary kinetic weapon. Kinetic weapons usually aren't that powerful. Now as for the next perk is hand laid stock. It's optimized for recoil control, so increased stability, and then the last perk is a kill tracker for PvE or PvP. Now the intrinsic trait kind of got into it just a bit about the rockets, but it is rocket tracers. Landing multiple hits turns your next shot into a homing micro rocket, so as you're holding down the fire button and landing all your regular auto rifle shots, little rockets will shoot out, and when you hit those rockets on an enemy, that turns into grenades for the grenade launcher mode. Now earlier I said that by default this is a kinetic weapon. Well, when you get the catalyst, it turns this weapon into a strand weapon. Additionally, those grenades, they create tangles for the strand ability, which makes this weapon so good with that catalyst. Now, how to obtain the Quicksilver Storm exotic auto rifle. So currently the only way to obtain the Quicksilver Storm exotic auto rifle is by purchasing the Destiny 2 Lightfall Plus Annual Pass bundle. This bundle is also included in the collector's edition if you want to go that route, or if you can even find the collector's edition. But that bundle itself, it's not cheap. It is $100 US, or whatever the currency conversion would be if you're in another country. But yeah, that is currently the only way to obtain this auto rifle. And a side note, pre-orders for this bundle began back in Season 18, Season of Plunder. And players who pre-ordered this bundle received this weapon as early as Season 18. That's actually why when you see the thumbnail for Quicksilver, it has the Season of Plunder logo instead of the Lightfall logo. And something else to note, if you do buy the Destiny 2 Lightfall Plus Annual Pass bundle, if you haven't already, to obtain your Quicksilver Storm exotic auto rifle, you just go and pick it up from Master Raul in the tower. He'll also have this exotic ornament that you can see applied to my Quicksilver here on the screen. And something else that should be noted, of course, that $100 price tag is as of Season 20, or when Lightfall launched, which was in February 2023. So of course, over the year it'll get cheaper, and who knows, right before the final shape comes out, they could even drop the price to the point where it's like 20 bucks, or maybe even free. Right before Lightfall came out, they actually made the Witch Queen Deluxe Edition free for just a brief period. So that could happen if you decide to wait that long. But if Bungie does like they did with the previous 2 expansions, which also had a timed exclusive exotic weapon, then Quicksilver Storm will become available to all players who own just the standard version of Lightfall in Season 21. I will post an update in the comments if that does indeed happen. Now to get the exotic catalyst for Quicksilver Storm, you also have to own Lightfall because it comes from an exotic quest, and to start this exotic quest, you have to complete Step 8 in the Lightfall quest line. Once you complete that step, you can then come here to this holoprojector on the Yamuna at Strider's Gate to pick up this quest called Any Data Port in a Storm, and this is the exotic quest to obtain Quicksilver's exotic catalyst. And this exotic quest is just 3 steps. It's pretty simple. In the first step, you gather data by getting kills with auto rifles, grenades, and grenade launchers, which you can just use Quicksilver Storm to do because it checks all 3 of those boxes. And then you move on to step 2. And then in step 2, you just go and visit Banshee 44 the tower. And then I'll have this little summary for you, and then after you click accept, that'll start the third step. And the third step is to get 50 kills with Quicksilver Storm in its grenade launcher mode. And then once you complete that quest, you'll then have the catalyst and you can start working on upgrading the catalyst. And to upgrade the catalyst, you have to get 700 kills using Quicksilver Storm. To recap the video, to get the Quicksilver Storm exotic auto rifle, you have to purchase the Destiny 2 Lightfall Plus Annual Pass bundle, at least as of Season 20. In Season 21, it may only require the Standard Edition. I will post an update in the comments if that is indeed the case. To get the catalyst, it comes from a quest which does require owning Lightfall because you have to complete Step 8 in the Lightfall quest to get the quest to obtain the catalyst. Once you get the catalyst, to upgrade the catalyst, it requires 700 kills using Quicksilver Storm. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like down below. Also make sure to subscribe because I have other videos like this available, and I'll see you in one of my other ones.